to online tuition classes for excellence. So today, as I have told you earlier in my video, I will be going through some chapters of class 10 of ICSE and CBSE, that is trigonometry of mathematics today. So going with the basic things, previously like, hi guys, like how are all you doing, like how are your studies going? Do comment in the below section. And firstly, I was thinking of going specifically for class 10, as I've told in the previous video as well, like you guys are having your final exam within few months as well. So today I'm going to start with trigonometry, that is basically based upon right angle triangles. So before going into the main part, do subscribe to the channel, do share your videos through your friends so that they can get the benefit as well as you for learning the chapter, learning the content. So if you guys like, share the video and do comment in the below section. So I will go into the main basic things about trigonometry before starting with your syllabus. So previously I've told you like this is an online class, so I need to go into the detail of everything so that you guys can understand what the basics as well and what the what is trigonometry based upon. So पहले हम लोग जाएंगे कि क्या है trigonometry. So trigonometry is basically a part of mathematics that deals with a particular section of mathematics, that is right angle triangle. तो ज्योमेट्री में हम लोग सिखा है कि right angle triangle मतलब एक triangle है जिसका एक एंगल होगा 90 डिग्री. So 180 डिग्री होता है total angles of a triangle. The sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. उसमें अगर एक एंगल हो गया 90 और दोनों का एडिशन समेशन होगा 90, so 90 90 90 equal to 180. So one angle must be 90. So it is a right angle triangle. So coming with the trigonometry section, so now like this is a right angle triangle where this is 90 degree and this is angle A. I have named it A for your for the description of the various angles and conceptions of trigonometry. This is angle A and this is like you can say angle B. So this is a right angle triangle. This is 90 degree. This is a certain angle A and this is certain angle B. So this is perpendicular. Why perpendicular? Because if I consider the triangle, this is the base, this is the perpendicular and this is the hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? The side of a rectangle, right angle triangle. The side of a right angle triangle that is opposite to the 90 degree. So if this is a right angle triangle, this is 90 degree. So the side opposite to the 90 degree is the hypotenuse, that is H. Okay. So in here I will say, so this is P for perpendicular, B for base and H for hypotenuse. This is a right angle triangle. Now this is the basic part of the triangle. Now we will come to the trigonometry part. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section regarding this part. So now coming to the main part, that is the components of the trigonometry. So sine A, sine means sine of this angle. Sine A means sine of that angle. So sine of that angle is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So P by H is sine A. Okay, A goes for this angle. I'm going through the basic parts. I know you guys know what is sine A and cos and all, but as I've told you, as this is an online class, I will go through the basic parts as well. So cos is base by hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. Tan is perpendicular by base. Perpendicular by base. And the main interesting part is like that you can easily memorize what is cosec, sec and cot as well, because they are just the reciprocal, that is the alternative or the opposite of these three angles. So cosec is the reciprocal of sine, so hypotenuse by perpendicular. Sec is the reciprocal of cos, so hypotenuse by base, and cot is the reciprocal of tan, so base by perpendicular. So these are the main basic parts of trigonometry that you need to know before we go into the main basic sections of the formulas and all. For today's class, I will go through the basic formulas and the basic equations of what trigonometry has and all, and I will go through a basic theoretical portion of height and distance as well, just the basic part. Then tomorrow I will come up with the problems. But before going on, you can note this down as well if you want to note it down. Then what is sine and cos, what tan, cosec, sec and cot are relating to the right angle triangle. So hope you guys have noted it down. So before going to the next part, I will say that you have to memorize these formulas as well for the descriptive part that I am going to do right now. So अभी मैं फॉर्मूला पे आ जाऊंगा, पहले और एक बार राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ कर लेता हूँ. So this is the 90 degree part. If this is a triangle ABC, so if this is an angle X, so I will go with the main formulas that you guys have in your class 10 for the basic trigonometry part, for the proof of the equations and the main. So there are basically three equations. One is sine square x, x is the angle that I've told you, this one, plus cos square x is equal to 1, sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1, cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1. Sorry guys, this will be minus. And so these are the basic formulas that you need to know before going on with the trigonometry. So sine square x plus cos square x equal to 1, sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1, and cosec square x minus cos square x is equal to 1. So now I will go into the main proof part, like how to prove like these entities are equal to 1, this minus this equal to 1, this minus this equal to 1. So I will go with the main first thing. So sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So this is the first equation that I wrote over here. So now coming to the proof of the first equation. So what are we seeing here? Like before like in the previous video I've told you, again I will write it, like sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse and cos is base by hypotenuse. But before going into the main part, I will tell you one more thing. You guys I think know Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. So what does Pythagoras theorem tell you? Like in a right angle triangle, perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. This is the main basic formula that you guys have done in your class 7 or 8 for the basic part. I have written this formula, Pythagoras theorem. What does it indicate? Like in a right angle triangle, perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. But mind it, P, B and H, they are all centimeters or meters, like they are measured in distance, not in angles and all. That's why I have written P by H. These are all measurement of the sides of the triangle, like just the measurements. No angles are like involved over here. So P square plus B square equal to H square. That is Pythagoras theorem. They tell us the Pythagoras theorem just like identifies like what is P and B and H relation is. So now I'm coming to the main part. So sine square x. So P by H. So sine x and square is over there. So P by H is sine x, sine x. I'll write it over here as well. Sine x. So sine x square, it comes like P by H square plus cos B by H. So B by H square will come as square. So if I solve the equation, remember to always write odd implication signs for equation. Okay, because you have equal to sign over here. So if I simplify it, so P square by H square plus B square plus H square will come equal to 1. Now with the LCM, H square, so this is P square by plus B square is equal to 1. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, P square plus B square is equal to H square. So P square plus B square is H square by H square. So like if I divide it like this way, so H square and H square, this is basically coming to 1 if I cut it into equality, because both are H square. in the fraction. So this is 1 and we know this is 1. So basically this is a equation that is being proved depending upon Pythagoras theorem and depending upon the sides. So similarly you can prove sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. Similarly you can prove cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1. You can try this in your home for the proof of the equation depending upon this triangle. If you have any problem, then obviously tell me. I will describe this too as well in the next class. But I have given the description of the first equation so that you guys can try yourself through 2 and 3, these two equations. So coming through the next part, that is height and distance. You need to again know these basic things, these formulas, these three formulas, and the previous slide that I have shown you, the various formulas like sine, cos and all. So you need to know those things. But before coming to the height and section, I need to draw a diagram to let you know, because some terminologies are also there to let you know before starting with height and distance. So now height and distance, last part of the trigonometry. So basically we need to know some terminologies. तो अगर कुछ terminology को पता करना है, so we need to draw a diagram. Okay. Suppose this is a road and this is a light post, and suppose this is a building. Obviously a building is going to be higher than the lamp post. So this is a building, so I'll write it like B, and for the light post I will write it like L. So this is the road, these two are on both sides, and remember it has to be, these two should be in perpendicular. This should be in like a perpendicular. So this is 90 degree to the base, that is the road, and this is also 90 degree to the base, that is to the road. So they are facing each other at perpendicular situation or measurement, as you can say. They are facing it like face to face. So now coming to the point, like two terminologies are there. Number one is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. If you guys know what is angle of elevation, you can write it as well before seeing the video in the comment section. The number two is angle of deviation. So these two are the factors that you need to know over here. So as you can see, like angle of elevation. So suppose you are over here. Now you started walking towards the lamp post, and now you are standing over here. Over here, below the lamp post. So lamp post is obviously, as I told you, lamp post is below to the building, to the opposite building, that is opposite to the lamp post. Now you are over here. So now you are seeing the top of the building from the base of the lamp post. So as you can see, I will, obviously your eye is over here only, so I will draw the line according to your vision. So this, as you are seeing it from the base of the lamp post to the tower, like the height, the main top height of the building, opposite to your eye. So as you are seeing it over here, so basically this is the angle of elevation. This one is the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is what? When a person is seeing at a greater height from his base position, the angle which his eye is seeing that height is basically angle of elevation. Alright, so this I am describing you in a simpler way. As I have told you, I am going with the practical much more than the theoretical. But mainly you need to understand, like when you are seeing it from a lower position to a higher position, that is angle of elevation. The exact opposite of angle of elevation is angle of deviation. Now suppose one of your friend is over here, and he or she is seeing you from that distance, from that height to the below part. Over here, the vision has changed, the position has changed, not of the lamppost or the building, but of the viewer or the viewing point. So now from here, somebody is seeing over here. So from top position, that guy is viewing the lower position. So that is the angle of deviation. So what is that? So now for this diagram, I will draw another fresh one. So this is the lamppost, this is the building. Okay. So the main viewer is over here, and from this point, the guy is viewing over here, the main point, the below point of the lamppost opposite to the building. So now coming to the point, what is angle of deviation? This is angle of elevation. When a guy is seeing from here to here, so deviation is from here to here. So according to the basics, you need to draw a perpendicular line over here, a line that is perpendicular to the base. Why? Because this particular angle is the angle of deviation. This particular angle, not this one, that is aligned with the hypotenuse of the triangle, but this angle that is made with the hypotenuse and with the perpendicular imaginary line, not the angle that is being made with this hypotenuse and the base, or you can say the perpendicular over here. So perpendicular base and hypotenuse. So this the angle that the triangle is making with the hypotenuse and the imaginary parallel line of the base, it is angle of deviation. But according to parallel, according to the rules of parallelism, when two parallel lines intersect via a line, this line becomes the transversal. So transversal is this line and these two lines are parallel. So this line is cutting these two lines at this point and this point. So the value of angle, so this angle will be equal to this angle. This angle will be equal to this angle. Why? Because these two angles are alternate angles. So these two are alternate angles. So these angles and this angle are alternate angle. As these two are parallel, this line is transversal, so this angle and this angle are equal. So this is angle of deviation, and that will be equal to this angle as well. So this will be also the angle of deviation. Suppose this is 60 degree, so this will be also 60 degree. As according to parallelism, alternate angles are equal. So this is the basic part of trigonometry, like sine, cos, tan and all, and the basic formulas that you have, which I have discussed, and the height and distance, the basic portion, angle of elevation, angle of deviation, the building and all. So tomorrow I will be coming with the problems and all. So if you guys have any doubts regarding this section, do comment, do tell me, do say like, sir, this is the problem and all. So I will solve that thing as well. And the main thing is, keep on studying, keep on going through the books, keep on going through a particular section. While you are studying trigonometry, go through that section only. Don't deviate your mind to any other portion of mathematics, because you need to concentrate in a particular section while you are doing that. So we will concentrate definitely about trigonometry tomorrow as well. I will be coming through the numericals, to the problems of this section. So height and distance as well as the basic formulas. So till then, go through this section, go through this class, go through the basic section, so that you can easily memorize what is sine, what is and all, what is the formula. Because the previous section, that sine square a plus cos square equal to 1, we are going to need it to solve the problems of height and distance as well. So you guys need to know all the formulas, you guys need to know the basics, as well as this angle of elevation as angle of deviation as well, before doing any problem. So next class, tomorrow, I will be coming with the basic problems and like tough problems as well for you guys. So till then, go through the sections, and if you have any doubts, definitely tell me. So see you to the next class.